Hi everyone, it's Captain Kraken and welcome back to our driver series where we take each of the drivers and go through all the cars with them, showing off the different combos and how you can utilize that to be successful. Today we'll be featuring the Gently High Roller, so let's go ahead and get into the stats here. It has 150 condition, which I believe is the second highest of any vehicle with the brawler that we featured last time having the most, but that does come with the trade-off of only having 11 handling. This means that all the decisions we make are going to have to be very crucial since we won't get very many of them each turn. It does have above average bash damage and around average on its handling damage. This makes me want to build this a little bit more bash oriented simply because we have a little bit more to start with, but that'll all depend on what we get as far as our components go. You'll also notice down here that its car deck is actually a little bit smaller than normal. It has the Breaking Bad and automatic gear as well as the to the left and to the right that pretty much every car starts with, but it's only got two of its own car cards. The hard hit here, which allows you to move quite a bit and gives you a card draw option at higher gears, and it also applies that rumble debuff. And then its only other wheel card here is Slight Shift, which allows you to shift up gears and move multiple lanes. I think it's a little expensive, but that's what we're given nonetheless. As far as weapons go, it actually does have a rear weapon slot, but it's not currently equipped. Up top, it's got the shortcut, which will apply that fragile debuff, which we will have to be, pretty much right next to our enemies to use. And then the plow through, again applying that fragile debuff and knocking enemies forward. With this being such a small deck, it should allow us to draw into the cards that we want fairly often, and it will make our choices as far as components go a lot more crucial simply because we don't have the other car cards to rely on. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it and see what we can do with this Gently High Roller. Alright, so here we are at the battle map. Let's go ahead and try to find our sponsor here. There's our Aztec. Let's go ahead and look at our path options. Unfortunately, I don't see one that we can actually access with the two here before the finals. So we'll have to pick one of these two. I like this path here simply because there's the early fights, but we don't have a repair until this position here. But we generally don't repair a lot early, and we do have 150 HP or condition that we can use. So I think we'll take this bottom route here and come up. We only have two fights here, which is nice, and then we'll focus in there. Let's go and see what gadget we get. We got the rage at the beginning of battle. It's great, the stupid random game. So this leans me more toward using weapons on this run, simply because that rage is so strong early. But we'll see what we get as far as components go. Do have a combination of the blue and red here, so we'll probably focus whichever one's the closest. Looks like the blue drone is our victim here. So I think we'll go ahead and tune in to shift, and then we'll Breaking Bad back and use our shortcut on our little blue friend here. And I think I'm actually going to shift down, or shift up and move down with our slight shift here, just to create that space from our red drone. So we can actually tune in again to get up to our 3 movement with the card draw on a hard hit. Force the skid here, maybe run them into the wall. Or us. That rubble damage will finish them off there, so we won't even do anything else. Have some interesting choices here. Not a huge fan of the lead sprays simply because of that weird diagonal pattern. The outer blower is kind of cool, but it does no damage. I'm not a huge fan of things that don't deal damage. especially when we don't have really anything to follow up with. So probably we'll skip this one, but this is cool. It could lead us toward a rumble type build. Not sure that we will replace the saw right away, but we'll take this just in case. Have the shotgun buggy. Again, he has the lead sprays here, so as long as we get behind him, it kind of renders these useless. He does do decent bash damage though, so we'll just have to keep our distance. I think we'll shift up here and go ahead and get some damage on him with this Breaking Bad. I believe we'll to the left and move back and get him with the shortcut as well. Will force us to skid, but we have more options to move down than we do up. So hopefully we'll run into him from the skid. Perfect. So looking at these options here, our power shift is nice. Turbo lag doesn't really do much for us. It doesn't offer any movement, just bashes. But the dash and bash is actually pretty cool. We do have that 4 bash damage from the start. However, this card is a little expensive. We may actually take the laser trail here because we don't have a rear weapon currently. And that would allow us to have some options as far as enemies behind us. So probably take this for now and equip it when we need it. Go with this option. Even if we hit this one, we still come out positive 20 scrap whenever we go to heal. So we'll take this. We actually didn't lose anything and just got the scrap, so that's great for us. We're not at that threshold, nor do we have any components to really sell, so we'll just go ahead and take our free options here. I do like this sequential gear engine here. Gives us the 30 condition, and this actually replaces that Breaking Bad and that automatic gear. So I think we'll go ahead and swap that out now. Have this spicy hot rod. Want to get ahead of this guy simply because of don't want to get locked out with our engine and don't want to get skidded out because of this handling damage here. So with that said, I think we'll put these on and we'll remove our plow through so that we can draw these more often. So go ahead and shift up here. We'll do our hard hit to get that rumble stacked up. Can't really take advantage of it. We removed that plow, which is fine. But I think we'll go ahead and shift down and move up a little bit. So if he comes down, he'll come back. He may pull forward first though, but hopefully we won't get locked out here. So we'll go ahead and shift up so that we can move forward with our sequential gear. And then our only option here is the slight shift. We'll go back down to 3, come up here. And then we use both of our laser trails. It will force us to skid. So hopefully we can run into him or move down and not into this wall up here. So we'll sequential gear up, And then our shortcut should finish him off here. Combination of that and that rumble damage. We could actually slam into him with our tune in just to do it a little earlier. We did get the fire bombs. The problem with running a rumble build is we'll need some shielding while that rumble damage starts ticking and building up. And we don't have that currently, so I'm not a super big fan of it. I do like this combination here though. The adherence is low cost and gives us that handling buffer, as well as getting the shield here. I think we'll actually take this over the fire bombs currently. Yeah, both of these guys, he attacks in the front and so does the blue drone, so getting behind those is probably our best option. So let's go ahead and move down a little bit. I think we'll probably shift up though. Actually no, we'll take advantage of our sequential gear and move back with it first. And then we can slight shift and move down 2. Which will allow us to hard hit this guy behind us, start that rumble damage. And then we will force a skid here. I'm going to will block to get a little more shield, and then hopefully run into this guy a couple times. So we'll use our laser trails here, do some decent damage to him. I think the rumble damage will actually finish him off here. Yeah, so we'll just end our turn. Not really a fan of any of these. I kind of like our shortcut. We've already got decent wills. This one locks out our wills and gives us the burning debuff. It does apply to the enemy here, but again, I like the wills we have. We may take this just for the option of maybe possibly switching it out later. Same combo here, same strategy. So since this guy is right behind us, I'm actually going to hands off to try to get our other laser trail. Was not able to get it, unfortunate. But I think we'll go ahead and shift up and move back with our right on and slam into him to get that rumble damage started. I think I'll force the skid as well, just to get some more damage on him. We'll actually just go up to gear 3 so that we don't run into the wall here. We will probably wind up hard hitting him at some point in this turn, but I don't want to skid him out yet. I'm going to go ahead and drop this and this to try to get our other laser trail. Again, we were unlucky not to get it, so we'll go ahead and use this. And then we'll just hard hit him. Rumble damage should finish him here. We're again given the fire bombs, which I'm more inclined to take it. However, this is also interesting. Gives us the shield here, as well as applies the debuffs. Not really sure that I want to take this one again, simply because we don't have the shielding to kind of back it up. Kind of like this a little more, so I think we'll take this one. We'll go ahead and take the free stuff here. We did get our discharges, which is nice. I'm not sure that we'll use them in this, but it's always an option. Again, this applies the burning debuff to us. Not a huge fan of that. Similar combo, but this time we have the shotgun buggy. Again, just playing behind these guys. Don't really want to switch out anything, I don't believe. So we'll just go into this fight. We do have both our laser trails from the start, which gets rid of this guy pretty quick. We use our sequential gear to get our free movement back, as well as our gear change, and then we'll drone to give us some protection there. I think we'll also move back one more, just to force him to move down to be able to use his weapon there. Can actually drone sabotage him here, give him that fragile debuff. I believe we'll move up with our will lock to give us some more shield, and then we'll use our hard hit to start that rumble damage on him. Then we can actually sequential gear as well. I think we'll go down so that we don't risk running into this wall whenever it shows. We can simply move up with adherence here and use our laser trail to finish them off. Ooh, we do get our Warsaw here, which is a pretty big upgrade. Again, we can get more of that rage, so we'll go ahead and take that and definitely equip that over the drone. Don't want to risk losing anything here. It is a 60% chance to gain or 40% chance to lose. We are kind of healthy, but we don't have a repair for a little bit. I think we'll try this first one and hope for the best here. Fortunate, but it happens. Oh, we do have the repair. I thought the repair was further up. We got the spiky hot rod here. Want to be in front of this guy. So we'll get this started here. We use our tune in so that we can use our forward movement here. I believe we'll use our ride on here as well. I think we'll just stay here, force them to come to us. This guy is in perfect position for our Warsaw, so we'll go ahead and use that, as well as the shortcut here. And then we can actually laser trail back to finish this one off. And then I'm just going to bash into this one to finish him. So we do have the sequential gear here and another hard hit and the hold tight, which gives us a lot of horizontal movement. I really like that. We do lose 10 condition, but I think it may be worth it just to be able to apply some more rumble if we want to. So I think we'll take this and equip this one. So we will repair here simply because we don't have one coming up. This is the stretch we got to be careful with here. We have 6 fights. We do have 200 HP right now, but we are going to wind up fighting the captain here. So we got to be very careful about preserving our HP. So we got 2 of the harpoon buggies and then the BB buggy. Obviously this will be our priority, and then we'll work our way back. Again, that depends on our positioning here. Hopefully it's good. Not too bad. We can actually deal with one of these right now. Then I believe we'll shift up here and take advantage of our wheel block to get a little more shield. And then I think we will probably move forward with a hard hit. It will force a skid, but it gets us a little more distance. So because he pulled behind, it actually denies that harpoon buggy his ability, so that's actually really good for us. We'll hard hit back just to get that rumble damage going. And I believe we'll do it again, bash into him with our hold tight here. Probably hands off these 2. We do get the laser trail, which we can actually hit both of them with, so that's pretty nice. Then I think I'll slam one more time and force a skid. So we'll finish off the buggy with our laser trail. We'll use our sequential gear here to move back, and then we'll finish this guy off here with our Warsaw. I do like these punches. Probably going to take these just for the extra bash damage, as well as the ability to hit more on our sides here. So I think we'll take these and equip these. Similar setup. Again, just get behind these shotgun buggies and keep our distance from this BB buggy here. I'm actually going to hands off probably these 2. Actually, we'll just do one slight shift, one hard hit. That way it gives us an option to move up here if we do draw into our 2 lasers there, which we did. So we can actually move up here. We'd actually have to shift. Let's see, that would be 2. Yeah, we have enough to do it, so we'll go ahead and do that. And we can finish both of these off on the first turn here. Gonna play it pretty close here. Move up. Hopefully we can finish this guy off before this lane closes. We should be able to, yeah, quite easily. That does give us some more shield here, and as well as another rumble. I do like what we have, however, though, it's a lot of movement. The wheels we have are pretty good, and I don't want to take this because we already have low handling, and I don't want to take the handling hits. We may take these wheels here just because it does have the card draw and our overload charges. So we'll keep this in mind and take these. Just a solo hyper pack here. Want to play behind this guy pretty much. So we will make sure to move back right away. We actually did get our laser trail and our left punch here. I think what we'll do is we'll actually toss this back in our right punch to try to get our other saw, which we did here. Use our sequential gear to move back. Should be able to do quite a bit of damage here to him. Use our shortcut next. Should be able to finish him off here with our left punch. We did get the plow through and the dig down here. This is very, very interesting. We lose out on our punches, but it allows us to shield up, move back, and get our punch here. Plus we get 1 bash damage here. Oh, this is very, very interesting. I think we'll actually go with this for now, and just remember that we have those hillbilly punches. Probably lose 10 here. It's not a whole lot, and we're going to need stuff to repair up here, so we'll keep our scrap. I think we'll visit our shop here. We do have quite a few components we could sell. Looking at these, I'm not a huge fan of anything. Those are always nice, but they're in front, so I like to have an option to shoot back. And nothing else is really standing out. Don't want to take this because of the handling damage. Same here. So I think we just sell what we have and call it a day. I think we'll go ahead and equip this as well. I think we'll sell these off too, just for the extra scrap there. See what Captain Rick has. He's got the plow through and the volleys, so kind of want to stay back and off of his sides. He does have the ability to push us quite a bit and apply that fragile debuff, but he doesn't have a whole lot of horizontal movement. So if we can get in front of him or behind him a good distance, it'll be difficult for him to catch up to us. Do have a Warsaw right away, which is great. I think we'll go ahead and toss back probably the hold tight and the adherence. We did get a laser trail. Yeah, I think we'll move back with our sequential gear. Use our Warsaw here to get another stack of rage and do a decent chunk of damage here. Then we can actually slam into him here with the wheel block and gain some shield. Then I think we'll just move back to get away from his sides there. So we can actually hard hit him here a couple times, start stacking up that rumble on him, which is great. Then I think we'll try to move down as far as we can from him. So we'll actually shift up and come down and force our skid. We probably will come into this lane. Oh, we actually avoided it, so that's good. We did draw a Warsaw again. So I think we just simply move up and do some damage with our Warsaw and shortcut here. And then I think we can actually move forward a little bit and call it a day there. He's gonna get a chance to plow us here. I think we'll move up with our tune in, and then we'll actually move back with our ride on. Reason being, we could move back with these, but I want to use our dig down here with the punch to finish them off. Do get some interesting options here. This one gives us the rage again. This can give us some gear changes as well, and this one applies the fragile, plus gives us a handling. I actually like that. I think we'll take that and equip it. So we did get his momentum converter. Your weapon cards deal an increased 3 condition damage as you move forward to the previous card. That's great. So let's go ahead and keep moving along here. We've been able to maintain our health pretty well, but I'm going to say that and then jinx it, unfortunately. We'll try to focus this Frosty Buffalo and then move on to the BB Buggy after that. So we do have some ground to cover here. I think we'll use our heavy footwork just to get our gear shift here. And then we can actually use our crawling to gain another stack of rage, which is pretty good. And then we'll hard hit this guy to start him on the rumble train. And then we can plow him as well, give him that fragility buff, do a chunk of damage. I think we'll call it there. So we can actually finish this guy off since we still have that rage. So we'll go ahead and do that. Kind of want to get out of this lane because of this rock coming up. So I think I'm going to switch this and this out for now. We could move back and shortcut this guy and then hold tight or tune in away. I think we'll do that. How much is our bash damage now? It's 4, so he would technically take, I think, 6. If we move back 2, then we risk getting out and moving back more, which this guy escapes. Don't love that idea. But we could just shift down. Let's move down here. If we do skid, we're going to run the risk of hitting this wall several times though. It's not ideal. So we can move up here with our tune in, and then the hard hit should finish him off because of the rumble damage. Then I think we're just going to back up as far as we can, to be honest. Probably use a hold tight here. And then we'll call it a day from there. Yeah. We can simply ram this guy and it should finish him off here. The rumble damage and the rock will definitely finish him off. We're actually going to move up though in case he dies like the rumble does it and then the rock still hits us. So we'll just move up 1 here. I do like this a lot. This is more rage for us. It does allow us to move up as well with the chicane, and we can actually get more bash damage with the crankshaft. Plus it's more condition. I actually like that quite a bit. I think we'll take that. This fight can be tricky as well. Probably try to focus the pushy buffalo or the spiky hot rod, depending on which one's closer here at the start. So they're both fairly close. This guy's probably a bigger threat, so kind of want to move on to him. Let's go ahead and get rid of some of this stuff though. Probably the Reckless Rage for now, and the Rupture. Did get our shortcut, which is nice. We can actually chicane forward and down 1. That would allow us to use our Warsaw. It should finish him off here. Good. Then I honestly think we move down to create some distance. So we can finish off the little blue guy back here with our laser. And then I believe we'll move forward here and then move up with our tune in. And then slam back with this dig down. Give us a little bit of shield, give us the punch. We'll leave our turn here. We really don't get to take advantage of this rage here, but that's fine. We might actually switch that out so that we don't draw into it next turn. We drop this and this. Yeah, it gives us options on the next turn here. Probably going to hit us with his saw. Let's go ahead and redraw this and this. We were able to get our Warsaw again, which is great. I think we'll just move forward and move up with our tune in and finish them with our laser there. Yeah, it should work. Did wig out a little bit here. We can click down here though to go ahead and move on. I really like this for the rear, since we are up close to people a lot. This could actually be some good damage. It'd be 20 damage, but this is also really nice as well. I think we actually might take the wheels here. That's extra bash damage, allows us to move forward and can give us the shield from the mirror breaker. So I think we'll take this. I don't want to start a battle. Again, we're trying to preserve that HP until we can repair. So I think we'll do this. We did lose our punches. It's unfortunate. But we did gain a decent engine here. Let's go ahead and look at that. So it gives us more bash damage. What do we lose? We do lose out on our Reckless Rage. It's got the same chicane. We do get more punches and the ability to push people. I think it's just better. So I think we'll take that. Moves us up to 8 on our bashes, which is fantastic. Probably focus this Horny Buffalo so we don't get a creeping death. And then go for our spicy guy, depending on who's in front and who we're closest to though. So if we can get our lasers here, we can actually do a ton of damage to these two. I think we'll get rid of the pushback here. Probably the mirror breaker as well. So we got one of our lasers, so we can actually finish off that guy there. And then I think we're going to move up onto this guy. Go ahead and plow through him. So that should finish him off, that rumble damage there. I'm actually going to move forward and force a skid as well. So let's go ahead and move back. Actually, I want to switch out some cards here. Might use this high octane. So that gets us back where we can use our Warsaw here. I think we use our dig down to shield up and move back, and then we can actually slam into him twice with our bounce off here. We could actually chicane and try to ram him by going backward on the skid. We'll try it here. Don't know if it'll work. Perfect. The all-outs are nice, but it's not going to replace our Warsaw, unfortunately. Kind of like the wheels we have currently, so we'll just take something here. We'll probably wind up selling it later. Definitely will repair here. So looking at our path options, I think we were going to take this top one simply because there was less fights here. There are 2 fights here and 1 fight here, so this one could be an option as well. But this will be our last chance to heal, and this could be a shop where this one can't be, so we may go this way. Got the hyper pack. We want to get ahead of this guy or try to take him out really quickly so that we don't get stuck behind skidding with these plasma trails. Unfortunately, he's pretty far away, but that means he can't actually use his laser trails on us. We'll actually finish this guy off, and we'll try to move up and use our Warsaw to finish this guy off. So we will tune in, hard hit up, and then a Warsaw to finish him. So we don't really have anything to move back a great distance, but we can actually move back, use our dig down to give us some shield, and then we can actually bounce off, similar to the same play that we did to the last guy. It's a good amount of damage. And then we'll force him to come to us. I think we'll actually just high octane. Get those overload stacks, draw some cards for next turn. I actually like the chicane play here. It gets us up next to him. And then that'll actually allow us to mirror breaker him a couple of times, which is actually really good. Now I actually think we'll armadillo just for the shield here. Trying to draw back into our Warsaw to do a big hit to finish him off there. He decided to go backward on us. It's not fun. I'll probably get rid of our 2 cards here. Did give us the lasers, but if he wants to go back, then we'll go down. Force him to come to us here. So we can't actually reach him now. We just got to get some cards to be able to move up with. Probably drop the shortcut and the pushback here. We did get our Warsaw, which is beautiful. Can actually move back here. We don't really have any way to get up to him though. We can do this, and then we can dig down to move back. And then we can Warsaw. We can't really follow it up with anything. Maybe we can run into him here. Unfortunate. So I'm actually going to shift up gears here, slam into him, get him some of that rumble. So if he wants to keep running away, we can deal with it that way. I think we can finish him here though with the armadillo. Yeah. None of the options here really pique my interest, except for this top one maybe. It does give us the bounce off, as well as the heavy footwork. We do lose the mirror breaker, but we gain the smart move, which draws us some cards. So I kind of like that. May go with that one actually. We got the other hyper pack here. This one we want to stay behind as much as possible. So we'll probably focus whichever one of these two is closest and then move on from there. They're both fairly close. Might be able to move up and Warsaw this guy. And then move him up and use the laser trails on him whenever he moves up to attack us there. So we'll Warsaw here, finish him. And then I believe we'll redraw cards. Actually, we can use our heavy footwork here. Use the heavy footwork. And then we can actually use our armadillo to bash into this guy, force a skid on ourselves. So if the drone gets in front of us, he'll actually target both of us, hopefully. Yeah. So some free damage on this guy here. We're actually going to use our laser trails first, because I think we'll skid him out if we bash into him. So we'll go ahead and get some damage in this way. Another laser trail. Then we use our dig down, slam into him. I think we'll bounce off this guy in front of us just to finish him off here. I think we'll shift up just to force the movement on him. I think we'll actually go up one more as well with our tune in, because we're in first gear, so if we skid, it's not too bad. Should be able to reach him here. We'll move back here. Then we could simply just chicane into him here. This is a lot of cards. I'm not sure that I want to overload my hand with all of this. It does give us an extra bash damage, but I really like what we have now. The engine we have is really good, so I think we'll just take anything here just to sell here at the store. Another hyper pack. Try to get in front of this guy, same as before. We'll actually move up with our hard hit here, I believe, and use our shortcut to finish this guy off, just so he's not an issue anymore. Although we could move up and slam in. I think that's what we'll do, and then use our shortcut on this guy instead. Yeah, we'll use our shortcut. I think I'm gonna force the skid here as well. Drop these two for the chance of running into him. Didn't, unfortunately, but it was worth a try. Hoping this red drone moves up and tries to bash us here, and then I can actually Warsaw him and then plow through with big damage on this guy. So it worked out nicely. So then we'll plow through for some decent damage there. I believe we just move up an Armadillo to finish him off here. We'll just end the turn there because he's still got to get in front of us here. He should be able to do it with 4th gear, but we'll see. So we'll use both of our laser trails back to finish our blue drone friend. And then we'll bounce off this guy here in the front. Ooh, we got the upgraded Warsaw. Definitely taking this. Gives us more bash damage as well. Just a win-win all around there. I think that puts us up to 10 bash damage. It does indeed. We're really good on health right now, so we'll go to the shop and see if there's anything we could possibly replace. Getting this punch could be very, very good for us. Let's look at this engine compared to what we got. We lose out on the Armadillo. We do get the Tokyo Drift and the horsepower though. Still kind of like what we have. The supercharger is actually really nice as well. Let's see what else we have down through here. Nothing else really piques my attention. This is interesting though. I think I like our chicane and our pushback because it can push them into other lanes or potentially into walls. So I think we'll keep that and we'll just buy this, and then we'll go ahead and sell off all this extra stuff that we have. So we're back up to 333 scrap, which is plenty to heal up on this next part here. Alrighty, so we have the harpoon buggy and the shotgun buggy, which we'll try to prioritize, and then hopefully these guys will line up to where we can get some lasers off on them. We do want to try to replace those lasers with something better soon though. I think we move up with our hard hit on this guy. Do some decent damage there. We do have the punch right away now, so it should finish him off with the rumble damage that's going to happen. So we'll shift up and then hard hit here. And then we'll laser trail back. Since we move forward, we get that bonus damage. I think we'll swap these two out actually. Wasn't able to get our other laser. It's unfortunate, but I think we'll move up to create some distance. Alright, I think we'll use our dig down here to finish this guy off to give us the punch buff here. I was hoping he would shoot possibly and finish him off, but he did not. Let's go ahead and drop that. Probably drop one of these shortcuts. We were able to get our other laser here, so I think I'll bounce off of this guy. Go ahead and hit him again here. Then I believe I will laser trail back and then move back with our smart move and bash from here to finish him off. Will force us to skid, but we're only in second gear. I'm just hoping we don't go into this lane. Probably will. No, we got lucky there, so that works. We can simply move back and Warsaw on shortcut combo, and we will finish this guy off. Nothing here is jumping out at me. We'll probably just take this just to have it. At this point, our build is pretty much complete outside of a weapon on the back. That's nice, heals us all the way up. So we could actually go to the shop here, see if we can't get a rear weapon. The rocket mark is actually not a bad option. They are a little expensive though, and they don't hit multiple enemies, but right off the bat it could give us the option to burst someone down. I think we'll take this. It also gives us an extra handling, and then we'll go ahead and swap that out. And I don't want to lose anything else that we have. Kind of like everything else, so I think we'll just sell this and these lasers here. See what good old Bob has. So he's got the plasma rifles up front, and then the ultra surround that can do that rumble damage as well as possibly skid us out. He does have a lot of horizontal movement, so he can get to us, as well as some bashing capabilities, but it doesn't do a whole lot with bashes except for the handling damage here. So we should be alright. I think we'll go ahead and shift gears and take use of our hard hit right away. And then I believe we'll use our smart move to move down and go ahead and get a good bash on him. We can also armadillo him and send him down to this next lane, which I believe we will, to give us some extra shield. So that was a little unfortunate. I think we'll hands off and toss back probably our plow through and our high octane here. We did get both of our shortcuts, which is nice. So we'll go ahead and use those. Not the rocket shower. I'm actually going to move forward. And then I think we'll actually shift up a gear so that we can access this, so we can bash back into them here. I think we'll just go back to second gear because we're pretty close to this wall. And then we'll bash into them there. And then we'll just Warsaw to finish him off here. So it didn't take a whole lot of damage. It was actually pretty nice. Nothing's really jumping out. Definitely not replacing our Warsaw. This engine is similar to the one that we saw before. So we'll take it maybe for some options later. Your weapon handling cards is off balance here. Damage increases by 2. We don't really do condition damage with our weapons, so not really a big use for us. We do have the two hyper packs here, which can be pretty deadly. We generally take a lot of damage from this, so hopefully we can take one of them out really quick and then focus the other one. We did start off next to this one, which is actually really nice. Believe that we just moved back here with our right on and then just put some damage into them. Probably just shortcut as well. And then we use our bounce off to do that. And I think we move up actually. The reason why is we can actually use our dig down to move back one to get our second charge of that so that we have it on the next turn here. So we're going to shift up here so that we can smart move into him twice here. Should finish him off. And that did draw some cards. We can actually finish this off because we still have that rage buff. Don't really like any of these over what we currently have. May take this for some more options on the rear. This does give us more bash damage on the back, as well as moves us forward. So we may take this for some options later. Again, Frosty Buffalo into the Spicy Hot Rod. It just depends on who we're close to here. We can actually probably... Yeah, I think we push back this guy just to move forward a little bit. And we can actually armadillo him to finish him off and then move forward with our right on. I like that play. Then we can actually Warsaw as well, do a nice chunk of damage to him. I think I'll risk the skid here. Get rid of this, maybe to plow through. That at least starts us with more handling on this turn, so if they bash into us, we don't get moved away too far. Alright, I think we shift up here. We'll actually use, I think, our bounce off to hit him and then move up onto our buddy here. Then we can smart move into him. I actually want to use hands off. Let me swap that out. We did get our shortcut here, which is great. We can actually use that to debuff him with fragile to do a little more damage. We will take the damage here from the guy in the back, but it's not a whole lot. We did keep our dig down, which is nice. So we should be able to finish him off fairly easily with that. I think we'll just take this. I'm not really going to use it, but it's always an option. Just the 2 hyper packs and the spiky here. So hopefully we don't take too much damage. Again, this combo is pretty nasty. And when he did start in front of us this time, which isn't ideal. So let's think about it here. Let's move up. Then I think I'm actually going to use our slight shift to move up here. And then we use our smart move to move up and slam into this guy here. Probably will armadillo here, force him to slam into this. Don't really get to make use. Could Warsaw as well. But this gives us more shield. I kind of like having the more shield. Did force us to skid, so maybe we'll run into him again. Perfect. This guy stayed on our side, which is actually really nice for us. We can actually Warsaw and shortcut to finish him off. Which then allows us to rocket mark, or we could dig down back. I think I like the option of moving back and using dig down simply because of the shield that we'll gain. And we'll call it there, I believe. Or we could actually move down one. Kind of like that too. Yeah, let's move down one, force a skid on ourselves. That does line us up for his volleys, but we do have a little bit of shield. Alright here, let's toss back probably our plow through for sure and our heavy footwork. We did get all of our rockets, but it's not going to be enough to actually finish him off. Let's see if we rocket and then rocket again. We do 10 on our bashes, so we can actually bounce off of him twice. Should finish him here. We have a ton of scrap. Nothing here is really standing out better than what we currently have, so we'll just take something. And then we're back to the finals again. Facing off against Eddie, has that rumble deck, but we do have a little more HP than normal, so hopefully we can take him down before he stacks it up too high on us here. We got to get up there to him though is the problem. I think we'll use this. We'll toss this and this back. We did get some options to move here, which is good, but we need to shift up. I think we'll just push back here, and then we'll use our tune in to get up. And we'll Warsaw into him here. And then I believe we actually do more damage with our bounce off here, to be honest, than this shortcut, since he is debuffed. Big hits there. Maybe we'll run into him again. Unfortunate. However, that does set us up for a chicane, which I believe finishes them off here. Very good. Nothing super interesting here. I really like what we have. I think our deck is super solid. I think we may just take this and move on. We did get his memory card, so we'll be able to draw a few more cards, or an extra card here. So we'll go ahead and heal up. And now on to the finals, or the interceptor fight. Alright, let's go ahead and get some damage on him as much as we can early here. Probably hit him with this plow through. Go ahead and tune in to shift up gears. Smack him again with our hard hit. And I believe we'll just smart move twice into him here. His bashes are doing massive damage. I think we'll chicane as well, force the skid here. So we now simply got to deal with these drones. We'll do this to back up. Take this one out first, I think, because he's buffing him. We'll use our ride on to move back. She'll set us up for our Warsaw into our shortcut. And then I believe we'll just tune in to bash them here. Big hits. Alright, let's see what we can do here. We can heavy footwork to move up a gear, get some damage in there. I'm actually going to shift up here, give us our punch buff. And I believe we just move up here and then we'll slam him with our bounce off here.
taking some massive hits with those punch buffs and us having a fragile. Hopefully we don't run into the wall too many times here. Maybe just back up into them. I think our best course is just to unload all of our rockets here. Should finish them off. Perfect. And that is the interceptor down. All right, and that's that. That's the Gently High Roller. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I really do. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was definitely a fun run.